G'day everyone, it's that time of the year here. It is summer finally, and so it's time to get into some OPE videos again. I was hoping to get these ones out last summer. As you can see, these tools have been well used. They're not fresh. So on your left you have the EE400MP edger, and on the right the EM409MP weed eater or strimmer, line trimmer, whatever you want to call it. Now this is basically sort of the budget version, I guess you'd call it. I bought it for somebody else because they're a bit short, and this one was a little bit shorter than the others and a little bit lighter, so that's why I went with it. Both of them are on a 40-volt power head at the moment, as you can see, and so we're going to use them with that, and then hopefully if we've got time I'll chuck them on the 18x2 and the 18-volt as well and compare them. But these two particular tools, doesn't really matter which one of those power heads you use, they're all going to do the job fine. They've got enough power. You want the extra 40-volt power for some of the things like the pole saw, the water pump, the large rotary brush and sweepers, and also the cultivator. That really works much better with the 40-volt. But you can get away with a weed eater or an edger on the lower voltage machines. Anyway, I'm going to start with the edger, and if we've got time we'll do the weed eater in this video, or maybe we'll chuck it in another video. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's do it. Now that's on full speed. I'm just going to drop it down now to the second speed. I think that speed's fairly comfortable. I'll put it down onto speed 1 just so you can see that. So as you can see, any speed is fine. Personally, going along that edge, I think I'd stick with number 2. When you're using an edger like this, if you tilt it out like that, you will get a wider groove in your dirt, and that will make it much easier to cut the next time, and it'll make it much harder for your grass to get right up to your concrete. So you can just tweak it out like that, and you know, that's exaggerated obviously, and you'll hear the blade hitting the concrete, because if you do it dead straight like that, you're going to have to do it a lot more often. But it's all personal choice on whether you like that sort of open groove like that there or not. So it's a pretty basic tool. You've got a blade, don't worry, I've taken the battery off. You've got a blade that spins, and you just run it along the side of your concrete. Something that a lot of people are a bit wary of because they think, oh, what are the blade shatters and stuff. Once you've got it in next to your concrete, it's all good. You're not going to cause any problems. Just don't come down on top of the concrete before you start. Now, when you're using it, you will have to clear occasionally, depending on how wet your ground and grass and stuff is and how thick it is. You will have to clear clumps of mud out of the tool from time to time. But we've just done 40 odd meters, and that's all that's in there at the moment. Has a wheel which is adjustable, so you can move it up and down depending on your height. So I've got it set in the middle there. I should have had it a bit lower, I think. If you're short, you want it up here. If you're tall, you want it down there. And that's about all there is to it. Periodically you'll have to give it a bit of an oil, but pretty maintenance free tool really. And of course this will wear down, and every now and again you go buy another piece of steel and slap it on there. And this is an official Makita piece of steel, which is made in Japan. And you'll get a ton out of a battery. 4 bars still showing. We've done 40 meters. You will get hundreds and hundreds of meters of edging done on one of these 4 amp hour batteries. So that is the EE400MP edger from Makita that clips onto any of the power heads, 18 volt times 2, 40 volt, and even the old petrol one if you're still using the old fossil fuels. And now we'll go over here to this side and we'll put this to the test. The EM409MP. Let's go. So this is on top speed on the 40 volt. This is speed 2. So speed 2, okay for most sort of easy grass like this. If you're doing something thicker, you'd want number 3. Let's try it on number 1, lowest speed. Not really fast enough, it's sort of twisting the grass rather than cutting it. Back to top speed. So as you can see and hear, it motors through it on top speed. Bombs away. Always pays to keep your ordinances clear of grass. Now, if you can hear me, even though this is what I would consider an entry-level strimmer attachment, it's perfect for my needs and would be perfect for most home garden use. You're not going to be taking out massive thick stuff. You're just doing weeds like this, no problem at all. But let's now go try something a little bit more heavy duty. As well as the line trimmer head, you can also get one of these attachments to put these blades on. Now these blades are great for going through thick grass and stuff like that. They don't need to keep being bumped to come out. They're full length, you know. Just don't do what this person's done and run them next to concrete because they will wear down, and then once they're too short they're no good. So these are designed for just going through greenery that isn't up against anything. If you're doing something up against concrete, much better doing this because this breaks off much easier and you can just keep tapping the thing on the bottom. So you will have seen me tapping it. If you're not familiar with weed eaters, push this down as you're going along, tap it while it's spinning, and your nylon cord keeps coming out. So because it keeps getting worn, of course, especially up against concrete like I just said. Now both of these tools come with other tools for getting these sort of things on and off. The line trimmer and also of course the edger. So that is those two tools. Now if you want to see the different power heads and how they stack up against each other, I've done tests of that which will be up in the top corner of the video and down in the description. Also I have done reviews of the pole saw, the cultivator, the blower, what else? I've got the hedge trimmer. I don't think I've put the video out for that one yet. Now we've got these two. I've filmed some for the sweeper and stuff as well, but I haven't got around to putting them out. Maybe this summer, eh? Anyway, cheers for watching, guys. Check those out down in the description, up in the top corner if they're there. And I'll see you on another Makita OPE video very soon. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.